this is the Dungeons & Dragons official cookbook, The Hero's Feast, with 80 recipes inspired by the world of Dungeons & Dragons. Bad news, you've been teleported to a Cherrybread's chamber of hopelessness.
You who dared to violate my tomb, now pay the price. Stay here and die slowly of starvation, or open and enter the door to the south, where certain but quick death awaits.
Well, that's a solid opening for a cookbook. Starvation. Good news! You're locked in with an 11th level druid who can cast Hero's Feast, ensuring that you all won't starve. The idea is that the feast you're having from this book is something a member of your party could conjure up for a celebration or an adventure by using the spell Hero's Feast. It goes on to say that not everyone would cast the same feast. Would an elven cleric make the same feast as a half-orc druid or a dwarvish fighter?
I suppose you think you're the one to do it!
It also features famous inns and taverns, and even shows you pictures of the menus that you would order from. You might visit the Yawning Portal Tavern in Waterdeep or the Celestial Vista Restaurant in Breland. There are also recipes from uncommon folk and places, such as Barovian butterscotch pudding and flame-roasted halfling chili. The chili isn't for the halflings.
What about them?
So I'll let you guess where they come in.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys!
They have one page of officially established Hero's Feast recipes, with 4 recipes each for humans, elves, dwarves, and halflings. So typically, if you wanted to do the official feast, you might pick which category and then make those 4 dishes. Elven cuisine, dwarvish fare, perhaps? Altogether, there are 16 of the official recipes that they recommend for the Hero's Feast. I could not shake the idea I couldn't shake the idea of how amazing it would be to make all 16 recipes for one meal. But we quickly realized that we'd really rather choose our own favorite meals rather than adhering strictly to the 16 of the recipes that they chose. To make up for it, we would try to make even more than 16 recipes to make the ultimate Hero's Feast. Friends from across the realms gathered and were invited to bring an item from the book and compete for best dish, best plating or presentation of their dish, and best dressed. I'll show you the results at the end, but for now, let's get cooking. The book does offer a few suggestions for best results.
Use magic. For denizens of the multiverse, it is preferable to cast Mage Hand and have your spectral appendage cut vegetables for you. Cook with your friends. If you are unable to conjure your unseen servant for sous chef duties, then form an adventuring party for your culinary conquests.
Honey, I'm out of spell slots. Want to come join me?
Clean as you cook. Staring down at a sink full of dishes can be just as daunting as squaring off against an ancient black dragon.
Do your dishes. Rawr.
It's advisable to handle the cleaning duties during your downtime so that you can enjoy the meal carefree when it's ready. Unless, of course, you can cast prestidigitation to clean those dishes, then do whatever in the 9 hells you please. Procure the right equipment. Pan of cooking, tablecloth of feasting, chalice of liquid, fork of travel, and a utensil of etiquette. Very important. Trolltide candied apples. Troll or treat. Held on the first day of every Chthon, the Trolltide holiday commemorates the City of Waterdeep's victory during the Second Troll War. Dressed as the pesky troll invaders, children scamper from door to door demanding tasty tributes, such as candies, fruits, and salted meat sticks. Shops and homes that come up short are sure to face the consequences at sundown. Mischievous pranks that range from late-night troll scratchings at the door to far more insidious missile attacks that involve raw eggs on unprotected entryways, windows, and signs. These delicious candied apples, often carved with silly or spooky troll faces, serve as the perfect ransom to ward off ill-tempered trolls, ensuring peaceful Trolltide evenings for well-prepared watered Havians.
4 apples, scrubbed clean and dried well, often carved with silly or spooky faces.
Go ahead, carve the faces. It'll be fine.
This was absolutely misleading. Do not spend 40 minutes carving faces into apples. With candy apples, it's really important to get the apple clean of the little layer of wax they put on it and really dry. So obviously it's not going to stick to the inside that's full of moisture. Nevertheless, the ones that did survive were tasty and very popular. Also be careful, I did indeed try to fit too much in a small pot and got a minor molten sugar burn.
High Harvest Puree. High Harvest is a regional celebration of harvest and plenty that occurs annually near the autumnal equinox in certain regions of Toril. In days past, tradition mandated that elves solely consume nature's dew in honour of giving thanks. However, put that down, thank you. In recent years, the holiday has evolved into a multi-course feast, anchored by the cornucopia of autumnal-themed dishes, including a warm and comforting blend of crop plants. This nourishing puree, a favourite of wood elves and Eladrin alike, is a melange of butternut squash, garlic and thyme that is slowly simmered for a sweet and earthy flavour, and garnished with an olive oil accent. Cherrybread. In some worlds of the multiverse, this dense dessert bread is also named fruitcake. Regardless of title or origin, Cherrybread boasts various diced bits, including dried fruits marinated in spirits and nuts, all held together by just enough vanilla batter to do the job. It is sold in bake shops the realms over, as small loaf cakes or as leaf-wrapped slices suitable for travel. While this treat surges in popularity during the holidays, Cherrybread makes a wonderful addition to tea times on or off the trail all year long.
This was my favorite of the 3 recipes to make. These loaves turned out so beautiful. It's so rustic looking and indulgent. Also, one of my friends was really keen to take home the extra loaf. Like someone wanted more of something that I made. Listen, I don't have these fantasy cookbooks because I'm an amazing cook. I have them because I'm trying to motivate myself to cook. So this is a huge deal for me.
A creature that partakes of the feast gains several benefits. The creature is cured of all diseases and poison, becomes immune to poison and being frightened, and makes all wisdom saving throws with advantage.
Canned pies. And I took a little inspiration from my homeland of New Zealand and made you a minced meat pie with potato top.
Dried figs, seasoned nuts, rosemary Asiago.
Ground beef, and I instead replaced it with smoked pulled pork because I thought that would be more halfling-like.
I guess fortunately the halfling we took for the chili had this in his bag, so I figured we'd just bring them here and give them to you guys.
So this is a French onion soup. It's going to have a gluten-free cheese toasty on top.
Ultimately, we had 16 friends gather in costume who cumulatively made 19 different recipes from the Heroes Feast cookbook. Spark Mocktails also made their special version of 3 of the drink recipes for us.
Zesty pineapple orange wake you up flavors. It's got orange blossom water, and it's topped with a little bit of cream soda and some ginger. It's blackberry cream with hints of lemon and rose water. This is your Elven Autumn warm drink.
Making it a grand total of 22 recipes in one night. The ultimate Heroes Feast! We had everyone vote on prize categories. Here is the best dress costume, and their prize was a foam sword from Kalamazoo. 2 people tied for best presentation or plating of their dish. These are both beautiful. One got a small treasure chest and the other got dice. And our winner of the best dish made won a copy of the Wizard's Cookbook. I loved seeing everyone's creativity and the different recipes they chose and getting to try all the different recipes and how everyone presented them and took so much time to make it really beautiful and aesthetic. Taste all these foods from cooks way better than I. We had the real folk playing all of the best tunes from the multiverse while we dined. After the meal, some of us enjoyed playing Red Dragon Inn. Thank you, Den, for setting that up. And I want to give We Geek Together a huge shout out. They did host us, and being able to have this dinner at a beautiful tavern themed environment and have all of their help and support was incredible. We couldn't have done it without you. And if you guys want to host an event or a game session at a cool place, I really recommend them. I also had my Raven themed birthday party here earlier this year. If there is a magic in a meal shared, I think it's just as much about the people you share it with as the food. And the benefits of this feast, I think, are going to far outlast the usual 24-hour span of effect. This has been one of my favorite adventure projects so far. Thank you so much to every friend that helped out with it. I continue to marvel as I learn all of the different avenues through which stories can be told. And I'm starting to learn that food really can be one of those mediums that tells stories or that enhances or adds to storytelling, and certainly to immersive and themed experiences, certainly. I am contemplating a sequel to this episode, making recipes from Heroes Feast Flavors of the Multiverse. So if you have favorite recipes from that book, please let me know below so that I can look at those. And also, if you have favorite recipes from the original Heroes Feast, go ahead and tell us below so that others will know what they should try out. The people need to know. Until next time, keep creating and stay ever adventurous. Bye.